back to Laugh, Wind and Perspire. This week, Kaz, my lovely co-host, and my mate DB. What are we going to talk about, Kaz?
We are going to talk about friendships.
Friends will be friends when you're in need of love. They give me care and attention.
You've got a friend, winter, spring, summer or fall. All you gotta do is call.
And players calling and saying, "Stop murdering my song." That's what is happening right now.
What was the one by Dionne Warwick? No, don't Google it.
No,
I'm not allowed to
no.
Google it. It was something to do with friends, though.
Friends till the end.
No.
What are you looking up there?
Because I've just had a notification come through. That was all. Right. It will come to me throughout this whole podcast.
That's what friends are for. Keep smiling. Keep shining.
You can always
count on
time, please. For sure. Come on, Kezzy, that's what friends are for.
I've just noticed all three of us have black rimmed glasses.
I think you find I started that.
I think you'll find she possibly did.
I've always had black men.
Rants and Big Pants. How do you two know each other? And why do you two
stick in this relationship?
Fucking hell, DB. Why do you stay with me?
I tell you what, people talk about broad shoulders. Nobody has broader shoulders than me. Or her, really, to be fair. Yeah, she does. She takes just as much.
Okay, how did we meet? Well, we met at work. We both worked at Benefit Cosmetics head office. I went in for an interview, and the finance director at the time, who basically oversaw everything because Benefit Cosmetics was so small
like
back then, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And the finance director said to you are either going to love or hate her. And thank God.
Oh, it's hate.
But it's true.
Since, yeah.
It's true because we actually are very similar in some ways and then miles apart in others.
Yeah.
So we don't. It's a really odd thing that we just gel in the way that we do sometimes. But over the years, our friendship has really developed and really changed to a real, we're each other's kind of strongest supporters.
Like sisterhood. It's like a sisterhood, isn't it?
It is that. I think you said earlier about you can choose your friends but not your family. Friends to me is a bit like, it's like Amazon Prime. Don't do it drunk because you never know what you're going to end up with. And I do feel like on the day that we met, we were possibly both drunk, and it just developed from there.
We just got on so well, didn't we? I mean, and actually 5 years later, you ended up being one of my bridesmaids. Yeah. I mean, that's how quickly it escalated, and we just gelled.
We never not laugh. I think that's our thing.
Yeah.
Not laugh.
We've had one argument.
Yeah, in 20 years.
Which wasn't even an argument.
No, it was pathetic.
It was really stupid.
I mean, it's quite so.
I said something. I was moody about something, so I said it in a moody way, and she was moody, so she came back in a mood, and then we were both like...
It was really pathetic.
Yeah, when we went to lunch, we made up over food.
Yeah, because that's
obviously.
But I think that's our key.
I think one of the
we amuse each other.
We do massively amuse each other. But we've also had hard times because you were trying for a baby, IVF and everything. And then I
got pregnant.
And I wasn't trying really. I just got pregnant because of whatever reason. And
because he put his willy inside you. That's how it happened. Do you want me to tell you how it happened?
Well, yeah.
Apparently so. But Miles wanted to call the baby Jesus because he felt like it was like the Immaculate Conception, because I don't put out very often. I mean, God love him. He's still with me 16, 17 years later.
That's because he can't be bothered to leave. He's too lazy.
Yeah, I know, lazy shit. But yeah, so that
could have been the wedge that threw us to pieces.
Yeah, because she had been trying for ages. And then I
oh, that's so hard.
I'm pregnant. I have got to tell her I'm pregnant. So we had that conversation, and
she just kept saying to me, and I do really remember, she was like, "Mate, I'm so sorry. I didn't do this on purpose. I'm so sorry." And I was like, I hate you, but I love you, and I'm pleased for you, but I'm broken.
Yeah.
But when my ex-husband doesn't know this, but the morning that after my third lot of IVF treatment, I had to, I think it was like within 4 weeks, I had to take this pregnancy test in the morning. And I went into the bathroom and I took the pregnancy test and it was positive. And I came downstairs, and at the time our kitchen was being renovated. And so we had like a toilet off of the kitchen, but it had no walls. It had like half a wall. And I hid around it and I shrank down, and on my old flip phone, I rang Nina. And it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it, on a Saturday morning? And she just went to me, what is it? Because she knew I was doing it. She went, I've been up for hours. She was like, what is it? And I went, it's positive. And I always remember it. She shouted across the room to Mars, and she went, she's pregnant.
I was just...
How long after Neens was pregnant were you pregnant then, DB?
2 months.
2 months.
Oh, only 2 months. Oh.
Yeah. And she'd been trying for ages. Yeah. So it was great because we then had our...
But the thing is, but how lovely though, because you, Neens, with you said, I'm sorry, I'm pregnant.
Oh,
like it wasn't like you went in and went, yeah, I'm fucking pregnant.
Oh my God, I was devastated.
You knew how hard it was.
I knew how hard it was for her to tell me.
And you knew, DB, exactly, you knew.
And I knew that there was no even if she'd have said to me 5 years later, all right, mate, I'm going to tell you, we were trying at the time. The look on her face the day she told me, said, she'd have done anything not to have had to say that.
Yeah.
But
it happened. And now look, I mean, it's amazing. Yeah. You've got 16-year-old boys, I've got a 16-year-old girl, and it's just fantastic.
And they're friends as well, aren't they?
Yeah. They are like relations.
It's just an extension.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And do you two phone each other every day?
Yeah.
Do you know, there was something on Instagram the other day where this old lady, I can't remember how old she was, like really old, in her 80s old, and they do 3 rings on the phone every morning, and that just to check in to make sure they haven't died with her best mate. And
I love that. I just might ring her and go, "You right, dickhead?" She'll go, "Yeah."
We never ever not have anything to say either. So we never not laugh. We never not have anything to say to each other. Even in those moments when she goes, fucking hell, I ran to tell you something, I've forgotten.
Mate, I was just about to say that.
That happens a lot.
I ring her and I go, mate, and she'll go, mate, hang on, this blah, 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 blah. And then she'll go, right, what was you going to say? And I go,
I don't know.
Now.
And she always goes to me, stop interrupting me. But my thing is, if I don't get it out, I'm going to...
Oh, yeah.
But the thing was, up until about 18 months ago, she was our brain, our memory bank. She didn't forget anything. So selfish bitch, I feel like I need to actually ditch her in for a new mate.
Yeah. Years ago at work,
menopause.
We used to have at the time like 1,400 girls on counter, and somebody could say a name, and I could tell you what store she worked for, and where and which location.
And now,
I don't know how I did it,
mate. We used to absolutely rinse her at work for being just the knowledge.
Honestly, you could have just asked me, or somebody would say, "What was that thing about that?" And I go, "Oh yeah, I remember that." And I don't know where it come from. It's not now. I have no clue. No clue.
But isn't it? I was with some mates on Saturday night, four girls, and we were all saying how we get. So we're all similar age, and we're all going, "Oh my God, what about that film with that actor in it? You know?" And they go, "Oh yeah, I know. What is it? You know, the one with the blonde hair? Yeah, him." Or you're talking about a book, because none of us remember anything, but we all know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, it's so infuriating.
Nina does have this thing in this house, which I really, really admire, because I've never been able to do it.
Is that me?
No, you said it a minute ago. If you don't remember something, you're not allowed to Google it.
Oh yeah.
And that blows my mind, because my best mate is Google.
Because I honestly believe that we are all Googling stuff, and our brains aren't working that part of our brain that needs to recall stuff. So for me, I tend, do you know what? I have a theory. It's where I go through the alphabet. So I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah, me too. I do that.
Oh my God, Peter, that's the one. Peter. I mean, you're fucked if it's Z. Do you know what I mean? You've got a long way, but I do eventually get there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just going back.
But isn't it? But talking about friendship. So do you have separate friends that you go out with, or are all your friends intermingled?
Yes, and this is quite interesting, because friends, and I share my friends, don't I? I'm very much, my mates are DB's mates. She's like, no, I fucking don't like her. Yeah, love her, love him, whatever. And, you know, whereas DB keeps her friends very separate, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Why would you want to share them in Neens? I mean,
You're not getting a bit of them. It's not that it just has, every time I've shared my friends,
she becomes best friends with him.
No, it's never worked out. And whether that's Nina or somebody else. So I don't do it. It's never worked out. And I don't know whether it's because I attract a special kind of person. I don't know.
Too many Neens in one room.
Yeah, but it's not even that, because it was pre-Nina as well.
Oh, really? You didn't?
For 20 years, but it was pre-Nina as well. And every single time, it's gone tits up.
And actually, we did, didn't we? We did get to know one of your mates. I got to know one of your mates.
Yeah.
And
it went tits up.
It went tits up. That's true. Yeah.
So why?
She didn't like me.
No, why would I?
Well, that says a lot about her mates, doesn't it?
Doesn't it really? Yeah.
Just like I know, and I do know this, I am not everyone's cup of tea. I love her dearly, but I know she's not everyone's cup of tea. I know you're probably not everyone's cup of tea. I don't understand them. I
don't understand if people don't like me. Because I'm so funny, I'm really kind, and I'm like, why don't you like me? I'm great.
Because you're like her, people can find you really overpowering.
But I think as well,
I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but it's true.
And people as well, I've had it before when people, and I know there's people in this village that have said to certain people, oh, fuck off, she can't be like that all the time.
Yeah.
That have started following because friends have advised, and they go, no, she is. If you shoot really she'll tell you, and they'll go, oh, shut up, she can't be like that all the time.
Yeah, but sometimes I find in situations where I have to kind of go, you have to read the room, don't you? You read the room and you think, and you can sometimes think, actually, Kaz, you've been a bit too loud. You need to calm.
Read the room. Yes, I can. She can't.
Fight.
She's on a lifelong mission to make everybody happy, right? This is one thing. She's always been like this. There is something in her head that says, my mission in life is to get everybody happy. So she can't read a room. She's very good. If somebody's upset, she's the first to go there and be that ear and to listen and to put time and effort into somebody and making them feel better. But when she walks away, she needs to know that somewhere along the line she's made that person smile and that person doesn't feel as bad as they did. It is her absolute thing that drives her.
Yeah. But I'm reading a room between happy people and sad people.
Yeah, but you don't read a room in the fact that, you know, that sometimes you might be a bit much for people.
Well, I'm not in my head.
No, exactly. You both like it.
Yeah, I am. But I think because my job as well, I love helping people. I love it. It makes me...
You have that entertainment thing in you.
So happy.
I honestly believe Kaz and I come into each other's lives for a reason.
Yeah.
As did you.
Yeah. I hear you.
There are people. I mean, you know, you're 59, Kaz?
51, I think she is.
55. Love you. See, that's why I love you, DB.
Right, so she's 55. You know, there's not many people that you tend to meet later on in life, is there? You know, midlife.
So you have an instant connection with. Talk about friendships. Obviously, you met without social media, and it's like obviously we met on your from your rants and big pants, and it's like it's really interesting, isn't it? Because last year, Lizzie, one of my Instagram friends who's got cancer, we were messaging on Instagram.
Lizzie England.
Lovely Lizzie England, my God, that Lizzie. Anyway, last year, Hannah and I, lovely Hannah, London Hannah, who's got cancer as well. They both got stage 4 cancer. The three of us decided to meet up in London. And her husband is a policeman. Lizzie was a policewoman. She's had to retire because of her cancer shit. And she was coming down to London. The three of us were going to stay. We were treating her to stay in a hotel. The three of us, she'd had some shit news. Hannah and I were treating her. So her husband said, so you're telling me you're going to London to meet two girls you've never met before, and you're staying, you don't even know where you're fucking staying? And she went, yeah, that's right. And you're like, if you said that, if your daughter or your sons were going, yeah, no, I'm going to meet somebody I've never met before and stay in a hotel with them, you'd be like, no, you're fucking not.
Yeah.
How weird
Did you know Hannah already?
Yeah, because we did a trek. We did a breast cancer trek together.
But that in itself is a huge thing about Instagram. And do you know, listen, right, I've had so many like friends over the years from Butlins and stuff like that, you know, but there are only a handful, aren't there, that are your busy mates. But let me tell you something, whether it's lockdown or whether it's Instagram, I have met a new set of women, and there is a lot of shit in my old friendship group that I'm sacking off.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's because better ones have come across on it, come along on Instagram. I don't know if it's like, say, lockdown has made me rethink things. But actually, I'm like, I can't believe I put up with this shit for so long.
I think that algorithm.
And people used to say that to me, and I used to think, really, you're sacking off your mates? Like, surely your mates. But now I get it. What did you say?
So when you're at school, you're all thrown into one place, and you've got a certain amount of people per year group, and you get your first day at school, like high school, you go in there and there's 15 boys and there's 15 girls, and you kind of find your mates because you're put into that position. And that kind of, through school, it teaches you how to make friends, but your only connection at that point is that you go to the same school.
Yeah.
Now, with social media, you are served up friends that have a connection to you. So it might be that you're middle-aged. Well, I hate that phrase, you know I do, but it may be that you're pretty tough. It may be that you've got this going. And so it brings you together with like-minded people in a generation now that nobody else has ever had. 50-year-old women with social media, we are the first 50-year-old generation to have social media at our fingertips to bring people into our lives that share connections with us. So it's not by accident that you found Kaz or Kaz found you. It's because there's a connection, however that algorithm works. And I feel quite sad, because really, when my nan was in her 50s, my nan and granddad used to be dancers. So they'd go to dances every week. And then, you know, that's what they did. And then, you know, that was their social life. And my nan kept all her friends really up until a couple of years before she died, because they died before her. But that's where their friendship group kind of came from. And that was their social media. Because they were like-minded people who also enjoyed dancing. But that's why I think that you leave friends behind now, because actually you've had them for a time when you had lots of connections.
But you don't have those common interests like you used to have.
And also we evolve. Yeah, well, you do evolve, and you probably stayed with them because it's a loyalty. You've known them for a long time, and actually
not a connection anymore.
And if you're not, my thing is if you're not benefiting from that, you eliminate.
That's right. I agree.
I wonder if we're going to get stronger over the years then to turn around and say to those friends, look, do you know what? You are such a good friend. We will stay in contact via Facebook, but actually we just don't really have anything in common anymore. So you go your way and I'll go mine. I wonder if that'll be a thing later on in life that people
do. Do you think we'll say it, or do you think it will just naturally?
Okay.
I think with some people we need to say it.
Okay, I've got a story for you, a very quick story, and it's what they would term today in today's society as ghosting. Okay, so I went I think I was about 18 when I met my former best friend, and it's bizarre because her name rhymes with hers, but let's not even go there. Anyway,
wanker.
And we did lots together. We were together every single day. We lived in Israel together. We travelled together. We did everything together. And skip forward a few years, she was getting married. I was living in Brentwood, where I grew up, with a guy who became my first husband, and he was actually a relation of hers. Can't remember, like second or third cousin, something like that. Anyway, and he really hated her. I mean, God, he hated her with a passion.
Let's hope she's watching, eh?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, because I know how much he hated her. And he said to me, I don't know why you like her. And I was like, do you know what? I don't actually like her anymore. She's a fucking bully and I hate being around her. And it was her way or the highway, and I'd had years of it, and I did not like this person.
You attract people like that though, DB, don't you?
I do. And he said to me, let's just go to Oxford. And literally she got married on the Saturday, and on the Sunday at 7 o'clock in the morning, it was all pre-planned, but me and him left, and I've never spoken to her since. And she's still mates with friends of mine. And I suppose in today's term, it's ghosting. But let me tell you why I never told her, why I never made that phone call, or I never said whatever.
Yeah.
Because actually, in my heart, she wasn't worth it. She had no consideration for me. And I had, you know, they talk about toxic friendships.
Yeah.
Completely toxic in my life. So why on earth would I give her, I wouldn't give the steam off my piss. So why on earth would I actually give her my words? Nah.
Whoa. If you're not going to give her the steam off your piss, DB, fucking hell, that is bad.
But she needed to go.
But I recognised that, and that was like 95. I knew what a toxic friendship was, and that was that. It served no purpose.
DB, I had exactly the same. My oldest mate, since we were 13, as in for a period of time, we did everything together. We did everything together. I was always the funny one. She was always the beautiful one, got all the gorgeous boyfriends. I was always fatting around. Anyway, it was always, I went off travelling, you know, and all that. She was always at home and in her environment and everything. Didn't really want to travel, didn't really want to do very much, actually. And then it got to the stage where I'd always say, oh, should we do this? Oh, yeah, I'd love that. I love it. Let's do it. She'd always come up with an excuse. It was always on her terms, whatever our friendship, until I got breast cancer and I'd had my lump taken out. So then you have to go and get your results. So that tells you the worst fucking appointment, whether it's just there, whether it's spread, whether you need a mastectomy, whatever. My little group of my besties, right, we're there, Kaz, we're coming with you, whatever, you know, we're coming. She phones up the day before and says, oh, Kaz, I'm really sorry, I forgot, I've got a hygienist appointment. That was the nail in the fucking coffin. I thought, you know what, you go and get your fucking neddies cleaned, I'll have my friend, and that was it. That was it.
Did you say
eliminate?
Did you say, like, I'm done? Like, has she tried to contact you or what?
She goes out with my first love, actually, and he was married, and she used to be best friends with his wife, and then she had an affair with him, and she's with him now. She's that kind of girl. She doesn't need girlfriends, or doesn't understand about, you know. And I've never been like that, and I just eliminated, and I couldn't deal with what I was going through, and that. So I never said anything, but I've seen her since. She misses out. That's what I think. She misses out. It's her choice. If her boyfriend left her, she'd be fucked. She's got no one.
Did you ever say to her, let's have a look at your teeth?
Because you can have a look at my teeth.
Yeah, you fucking need to change the do this.
You know, I can't comprehend that.
Hey, do you know what I've done today? I've changed things around for her. She messaged me yesterday going, mate, it's not a problem. I can get someone to come with me. And she could. Her boyfriend was going to go with her. She said, but I've got a mastectomy today.
No, I haven't got a mastectomy. I've got a mammogram.
Oh, sorry, mammogram. Sorry. That's because we were talking about.
I didn't know that. That's a fucking bombshell.
So I changed my hygienist appointment to be with her today. Sorry, mate. Sorry. She's got a mammogram. But she don't like doing these things on her own. I know she has a bit of health anxiety. So it's like, mate, it's fine. Like,
yeah.
So I've got to fucking take her.
But so she's put her hygienist on hold. You know, because that's what friends are for.
Seriously. You know, you're just...
fair, she did say, we can do that and then we can go for lunch. She had me at lunch.
Oh, yeah, food. Yeah, food. And ironically, my mate's mum died of fucking breast cancer when we were at school.
What, that girl?
Yeah, the girl who didn't come with me. Her fucking mum.
Is that a trigger for her?
Well... Do you know what? If she had said to me, bearing in mind we were absolute besties for 40 years, she could have said, Kaz, I don't know what, I'm really scared. I would have gone, babes, I totally get it. You don't have to. Because a couple of my girlfriends said, Kaz, I don't know what to say. And I said, babes, it's fine. I know what you're like. I don't worry about it. I mean, it wasn't like they weren't there, but I knew that they were so scared and didn't know what to say. If she had just said, oh, Kaz, I'm so sorry, I don't know what to say. I honestly, I can't. I don't know if I can come. That's fine, babe. And if she had said, just let me know how it goes, fine.
Yeah,
I totally would have got that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes. So
yes. So friendships. And do you have, like, would you say you have other friendships for other reasons, or do you go to each other for literally everything?
There are two people that know everything about me. DB is one, my friend Amanda is the other.
Who, incidentally, I adore. Just so that you know.
Yeah.
That's
Was she the other, when you started Ransom Big Pants, was she your tree?
No, that was Janie. No, that was Janie. Yeah. So Amanda, who lives up north,
who was the other bridesmaid?
Yeah, who was the other bridesmaid?
Oh.
They know everything about me, like deepest, darkest secrets. Gail is one of my best mates, but I don't tell her everything. I say this all the time. She's the biggest gossip ever, and I say to her, "Mate, you've got to keep your mouth shut." She's a doctor's bloody receptionist. It's like, mate, you do know I know about this person. You cannot discuss this with anybody. It's like no, it's a sackable offence, and she knows that. But you know what I'm saying? It's just.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Have an affair or something like that. She is not the person I would tell.
No.
I just think friendships to me are just the best, most treasured thing. I would not have got through my life to where I am now without my mates. I have literally.
And I think as well, and I can go around hers and I'll go like, right, let's really go for it. And the next thing she knows, I'm asleep on the sofa. And I'm like, where's them 2 hours gone? She go, mate, you mustn't need it. But that's true friendship.
Yeah. It's just that. And I'm just so grateful. Like, I love both of you. This is genuine. And it's been so short, but it's like I fucking know you.
Yeah. Do you know what? I genuinely believe this on every level. And this is how I feel about life in itself.
Yeah.
I believe in every part of my soul that there are only certain amount of souls that were ever created, and each time we come down in a different body. And when you find a friendship like this, and you find a connection, it's because your soul recognizes that person from a previous life. And I understand that people won't agree with that necessarily, but that's what I truly believe. I believe that you have loved that person, or they've been your friend, or they've been your mum, or they've been your dad, or something, but your soul knows that that's the other soul that they know and love, and that's why you have better connections with some people than with others.
Can I just quickly tell you, I had my cards read years ago. I lived in Hong Kong by this and I'm not really into that, but she was fucking amazing, this woman. And she said to me, you and your partner have been together in a past life. This my ex-husband. And she flipped over a card and he went, he's your knight in shining armor. She goes, you've been there. I said, in what way? She goes, like mother and daughter. So fucking hell. Yeah. And she said, he will always be there and he will always provide for you financially. And to this day, he still does. Well, he doesn't provide me financially, but he's paid for me. He's paid for me to go to Thailand, and you're with him. And you're like, I think that's just suddenly come into my mind, DB. Maybe you're bloody right, babes.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? She has some really nice apps. She prays every night before she goes to bed.
What, that you wake up the next day?
No, I pray for myself and be grateful for and those that I love.
Are you religious, DB, or is it spiritually
I'm
kind
not,
of?
Go to church, but yes, I'm quite religious in some ways, but I don't do church. I do it on my own terms. But I believe I'm a believer in God and the universe, whether they're the same thing or not. But I pray to them, to the angels, just so that the people that I love are protected and cared for.
I know. It's lovely, isn't it?
She's so nice.
And do you know what I always say? It doesn't matter who you pray to or what you believe in. If that gives you
absolutely comfort,
you do it.
You've got to do it. As long as you, that was going to say religion, obviously, is one of the biggest causes of war, but that's when it becomes extreme, isn't it? But you believe in, like I'm a Reiki practitioner, so I do fucking Reiki healing. I don't know how it works.
I'm going to have a separate conversation with you about this. I can't say
can we? Right, on that note.
Can I just say, though, can we finish up? I'd like you to give me 3 words that sum up friendship for you both.
Oh.
Shall I go first? Because I've written them down throughout the course of the thing.
Okay.
Go on then.
You don't have to give 3. Okay, so I was thinking what's really important for me in friendship? Trust.
Oh.
Hugely. Laughter.
Yeah.
And vibing off energy, I think, and it doesn't have to be good energy. It doesn't have to be vibrant energy. It just has to be, I don't know, like an energy. I don't know.
Yeah, no, totally. One of mine, which I think is probably with trust, is reliability. Not that I feel like I'm a burden on somebody, but like I need to know if I was in trouble, I could pick up a phone and go, fuck.
Yeah.
Like when I got cancer and everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So like reliability and trust is a massive. I'm totally with you on that one. Definitely laughter. Definitely laughter. And the third, I don't know what the third one would be. I suppose the same as yours, Neens. I suppose energy and
mine would be
love.
Mine would be trust. Absolutely, every day of the week. My biggest one would be loyalty.
Loyalty, yeah.
Loyalty, yeah.
I'm writing this down.
My other one is connection. Whatever that looks like, whether that be humour or, you know, whatever you find, but you have that bonding connection.
It's like when you're on social media and you see, like, if someone rants and big pants, I'm going, oh my God, yeah, I know, I get that. Oh my God, you know, when you're looking, oh fucking hell, yeah, I get that, and you're laughing. That is what I love.
Yeah, and that's the
when
connection.
you're both, when like you're all so excited that you're, I'm not
enough.
Yeah, totally. I know, it's great. It's not enough time, is there, to get it all out?
And are you like that? Yeah, I'm like that. You, yeah. Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. Before the weekend, we need to try and get in a bloody weekend with you.
Yeah.
Because
I'm going to come to yours and get my hair done.
Right, we need to sort this out. Yeah. We can make this happen. Right. Okay. So that is friendship. So just to finish on that, friendship, we have come up with energy, trust, laughter, loyalty, reliability, and a connection. I like that. We are all going to do a post on this. You're going to put it on your author one. You're going to put it on Dance Your Tits Off, and I'm going to put it on the Rants and Big Pants.
Okay, Mum.
Love you. Thank you.
And bossiness.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely.
Lovely to see
Someone's got to take control of this bunch of people. So listen, as always, thank you for watching. And if you're listening,
having DB on here.
Beg your pardon?
Love having DB on here.
Nice, isn't it? Just gives a whole new dynamic.
I'm the laugh.
Dynamic.
I'm the laugh. She's the wind. You're the perspire.
That will do for me.
That works.
I'll take that. Right now, you're not wrong. Right. Thank you as always for listening, or if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. And also don't forget, we are available on all good podcasting hosting sites. Not really sure what they are other than Spotify and iTunes, but we're there somewhere. So just Google Laughing and Perspire. And as always, thank you. And we'll see you and you'll hear us next time on Laugh When and Perspire. Bye.